Hello, is this thing on?
Hello?
Is she on?
Hello?
It's been like 3 weeks since we've recorded.
It's been a long time.
But guess what, bitch? We're back. All
Y'all
right?
thought we was gone.
Y'all thought we was gone, but we back better than ever.
Y'all thought y'all witnessed the final coup de grace.
But no, we're back, baby. We just took a little vacation break. It was me and Light's birthday. Our birthdays are a week apart, so we had to do some celebrations.
Yeah, and we're not necessarily looking to do a podcast on my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Actually, we went away on a trip. We went to Guyana, which we're going to talk about. We're Guyanese. If you didn't know, we're Guyanese. It's obvious.
She's Guyanese. I'm American. Thanks, guys.
I have a U.S. passport. We went away on our trip, and it was actually a 10-day vacation. I don't know who takes a 10-day vacation. We're insane. But
the amount of money we spent on just room and board.
Well, we'll talk about it. Anyways, we were gonna do an episode of the podcast in Guyana, but bitches was drunk every day. Bitches was lit.
Literally.
Light was busy
lit and
thotting and bopping. So we didn't get the time, but we're back regardless. And if you're looking at the YouTube video, you can see that we look like we're still on vacation.
Yes.
They'll know what we're talking about.
I'm still wearing my leopard skin.
You're wearing a leopard skin. I'm still wearing my Louis Vuitton.
Period. That
I got for my birthday. My friends, I have the best friends.
Oh, thanks.
They got me some.
I give her the Louis Vuitton.
No, you didn't buy it for me alone.
We had a pool together and.
Anyways, I have the nicest friends. They gave me the nicest gifts. I'm still getting gifts, and I'm a lucky gal. I'm a lucky gal.
Okay, let's go. Skydiving.
Oh no, you don't want to talk about your glasses.
What am I going to talk about? Oh, the fact that one of my friends borrowed a Louis Vuitton pair of shades from me.
Is he really your friend if he borrows? You're not kidding.
Girl, so he borrowed it. He wanted to use it a day or something, whatever. So me being a softie and good-hearted.
Well, I just doesn't know how to say no to people.
I don't say no to nothing. If you want to sleep with me, I'll say yes. If you want some money from me, I'll say yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you want some food from me, I'll say yes. You know what I'm saying? So I said yes to the sunglasses, the $700 and how much $150 sunglasses. So he called me next. He's like, oh, he lost them at the water park. First of all,
why are you 20-something at a water park, baby?
What are you doing with the water in the shades in the park?
Why are you at a water park in the first place?
Baby, you don't got a bathtub? You got a jacuzzi at home? Splish splash in there.
So he went in the water with the glasses, which is something I've done before, and I've lost sunglasses.
Yes, I don't know why it didn't occur to the
Because,
subject.
the sun's still shining in the pool, you know what I mean? So
Baby, if you could swim, you could adapt to the sun's glares. It's okay.
Yeah, but after I lost my second pair of sunglasses, I was like, I'm done wearing sunglasses in the water. But continue your story.
And then we gave you sunglasses for your birthday.
Yeah.
Love to hear that. So can't wait till that one goes missing now.
No.
Anyway, but he lost his shit, so now I'm stuck with these RayBans that look like Krusty and Dusty.
RayBans? Ew. Who wants to wear RayBans? We're kidding, guys. We're kidding.
RayBans, sponsor us, please.
RayBans, please sponsor us.
I'll keep wearing these sunglasses until you tell me to stop.
So before we went on the 10-day vacation...
I gotta tell this part.
Oh, Lord. Okay, go ahead.
This bitch had it in the works for me. So first of all...
I promised Lied, I told Lied, right? A month in advance. I was like, keep this Saturday free. I have a surprise for you, and it's for your birthday. Okay, go ahead.
So she picketed me up, right, in the court. And then... I remember when you put the address of the skydiving place. I didn't know it was a skydiving where we were going to a skydiving, airport. You put it in the GPS. And you know how the GPS would we have, 10 more miles to get to X, Y, and Z. And you started screaming over. That was hilarious.
Yeah, because I didn't want you to know where we were going until we got there. So I turned the volume on the GPS off. And the way the car is, the screen's so fucking big that you can clearly see where you're going.
Yeah.
But I was like, please don't ruin this. Please don't try to look at the GPS. Just be chill.
So it's so funny.
Which, Light doesn't know how to be chill. Because, every day leading up to the surprise, he was like, so what is it?
I really need to know. It's particularly because I wanted to know what to wear. I don't want to show up at a farm looking like...
Well, I had told him to wear something comfortable. Like sweatpants or shorts or something like that. I told him it was
which is totally not conducive to skydiving, but
why not?
Baby, you wearing sweatpants that motherfucking skydiving. Baby, I'm not trying to sweat up there.
It's cold up there. It's It's chilly.
Oh my god, just think. Anyway, so we were like a block away from the skydiving airport. I didn't know we were going to the skydiving airport. When you turn left, like into the street that the airport was on, I thought we were going to a farm. It looked like a barn house. And then you drove a little bit further.
Can you imagine I take you to a farm for your birthday?
I'd be happy. I'm gonna milk some cows, you know. I'm gonna see my stallion there, whatever.
Period.
Alright, never mind. So we turned into the skydiving airport, and literally my heart sank in my chest. I was like, fuck. Not fuck.
By the way, guys, if you want to take a page out of my book and surprise somebody with skydiving, you need to know that they actually have dreamt of going skydiving. Otherwise, it's not something you just want to pop up on somebody with. You know, like this is something me and Lyde have talked about for maybe a little 2 or 3 years or so. So I knew it was something you wanted to do.
It was brewing.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to spring this on somebody because they don't spring away.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it. But anyway, so we went to. So my heart sank and I'm like, oh my god! I start panicking, like cold sweat. My balls start dripping with sweat and everything. And then we pulled up in the parking lot and we went in.
By the way,
they made us try to pay a bustle tax. Please explain to me.
By the way, this is the smallest airport I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe from here to where she's sitting.
The airport is as big as like my first apartment in New York, which was a 1-bedroom. I slept on the floor. Listen.
Ooh.
So I had signed waivers, a bunch of waivers when I signed this up for the skydiving. And then when we get there, they make you do a video waiver holding up your ID. So they're really not trying to get sued at this place.
Right, you have to read that shit out. I'm okay with dying. I'm okay with
basically that's what you're
split
saying.
balls. I'm okay with having all my legs severed. I'm okay with
yeah, I'm okay with like, you know. So that's one part. And then they weigh you before you get on the plane, obviously, because it's a bunch of people getting on this tuna can of a plane.
Maybe engine.
One engine.
2 cardboard flaps.
1 wing.
Literally.
1 wing.
Engine. 1 wing.
No doors. So they weigh us, and if you're over 200 pounds, you have to pay like $5 per pound. So
none of us over 200 pounds.
No, bitch, you were the one over 200 pounds.
You shouldn't have ate that sausage egg and cheese croissant.
You were the one over 200 pounds, and I had to pay $30 for his fat ass.
I think they call it a muscle tax. I just
that's the next thing.
Correct.
The wording, they call it a muscle tax.
Maybe not adipose tissue or fatty cells.
Right? Muscle tax. So, anyways, we paid the thing. We go to get.
I feel like you were upset to pay that.
No,
I know how you are with money.
No. Listen, it's your birthday. By the way, it's not a cheap thing, but I was just like, I thought you weighed less. That's what I was thinking.
Bitch.
Because all some of bitches was like, I'm losing weight. I'm skinny.
I'm 6'4". Okay.
Bitch, you are barely 6 foot. Barely. You're 3 inches taller than me.
I'm 6 foot thick. Okay, so of course I'm gonna weigh a little extra. I got some extra. You know which the heaviest part of me?
Your head, because it's so fucking big.
Which head? Ooh. You said there's no for that one.
So we pay everything, sign everything, and we go to get strapped up.
Ooh.
And while they're putting the strap,
she put the strap on.
That's gross. And while we're getting strapped up, I just feel like they were doing the straps a little too loose. You know what I mean? Like they put it on you and they didn't tighten it.
Like I don't want to be able to walk after you strap me up, love.
I don't know, but it was just very loose. It was just very loose. And then after they put the thing on you, they're like, "Oh, go wait for your instructor and he'll take you on the plane."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "This is it? Y'all not gonna do nothing else?"
Like, is there a secondary check?
Yeah, so there's no other check.
So it's one check and that's it.
And that's it.
And I didn't write this check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just.
So we went and we sat down, and I don't know. You sat a little bit further from me. There was like 15 of us. You were at like the first person in the line. I was probably like the 7th. And I sat down to this white man, and he kept talking to me. I'm like, "Sir, I'm sweating right now. I'm very nervous.
I'm about to die.
I might die. Why are you like? This is not the last conversation I want to have. Like, I'll rather talk to my mom on the phone." Anyway, and then the in tandem instructors started coming in one by one and picking y'all up. I was the last person.
I know. And so we get onto the plane. It's basically a tuna fish can. And you're thinking that I'm exaggerating. No, it's a tuna fish can. It is literally a can with an engine, one wing, no door. There's no door. You just
no
go in.
seatbelt.
Nothing. You
No
just
refreshments.
Go in. No.
Where's the bathroom?
There's no tea, coffee, peanuts, nothing. So we just and you're sitting basically on the floor of the plane, and we start to
the
ascend.
man who's not your man behind you,
attached to you,
literally.
And it was oddly it was just very close. You were just everyone was just packed in very close.
Maybe it was tight.
It was like you was on the MV Whitby coming across,
we was on
from
the snake
Africa.
ship.
Literally, that's how
the only thing is we wasn't chained. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and we were doing this at our free will.
Yes.
Well, maybe I was. You were kind of dragged into it.
I was coerced.
In a way.
And drugged.
So we get up there, and I jumped before Lied because I was
Wait, I gotta tell them how you jump.
I was more towards closer to the door. Well, there was no door, but the opening of the plane.
The part that I remember vividly is like, okay, we had reached the altitude of drop, right? So all of a sudden, this green light came on, and the tandem jumpers started pushing the people, like the person they were jumping with, out of the plane. I was like, whoa, can we slow down a little bit? Like, y'all exiting this plane a little too fast. And then I saw you go, and all I saw was your hair billow in the wind.
Yeah, my hair was in a ponytail, so all I saw was my hair, like, behind my head.
I was like, nah.
And then
and then you just dip.
And you know what? You don't actually jump. Like whoever you're attached to, that skydiver literally pushes you out of the plane.
Yeah, literally.
They just push you. They're not waiting for you. As long as you're not telling them stop, they're pushing you out. And when I actually spoke to the guy that jumped with me, I was like, "You're crazy for doing this multiple times, like every weekend." And he's like, I love pushing people out of planes. And I was like,
oh,
okay.
No.
He's like,
and
yeah.
then a serial killer was born.
He was like, it's one of my favorite things to do. I'm like, great. I feel so good about this.
Yes.
But it's one of my dreams, and I'm happy I did it. It was very scary. And the most scary part was not dropping. It was getting the courage to
drop.
To get yourself out of the plane.
The scariest part for me was the initial drop without the, or is it a harpoon?
Bitch, a parachute.
Parachute, sorry God, what the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, like, that was really fast, like, I could see the streams of wind rushing past my face as I fell, like, that's how fast it was. And then, the parachute deployed, and you feel the sudden jerk back, you slow down tremendously. Baby boy tandem instructor was turned to me and said, "Stand on my feet." Sir,
he wanted to put
in the middle of the air.
On his feet.
We in the middle of the air. What am I standing on? Anyway, but I was able to do it. I thought it was kind of hot anyway.
Yeah.
So I did it, and he pulled the strap in a little tight. I was like, "Oh, you care about me. You don't want me to die."
So would you do it again?
No.
Really? No.
Maybe 2 years.
You know what? I would do it over like a different landscape. Like I told you about the Palm Islands in Dubai. They have like these man-made islands that are in the shape of a palm tree. Like I would love to jump over that. I also was thinking, like, you're the only person I could do this with. There's absolutely no one else in our friend group, no relatives.
These bitches ain't got it.
They would die.
Their bladder will go loose.
They wouldn't even get into the tuna fish can plane.
They will not. Yeah, like nobody else.
Yeah. So it was.
At least it was a well thought out. Like you picked something that we kind of knew I wanted to do, but
absolutely.
Really have the courage to do.
I mean, baby, listen. I help bitches achieve their dreams. Okay. So yes.
I think I wouldn't have done it if you didn't do it with me. By the way. So I'm glad you actually booked to go with me.
Yeah, well, there was no way I would let you do that alone. Also, it's one of my things. No, it's kind of selfish. I wanted to go.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Anyways, then a couple days later, we leave for our trip to Guyana. We're Guyanese, GT baby, GT vibes all day, all along.
Who flew you out?
I flew out myself. Okay, my salary flew me out.
You shit.
And I had been to Guyana about 4 years ago. Light hasn't been in about 10 years because I don't know why.
Why would I go there?
Light's like, I hate that place.
I know.
No, but Light did make an effort to go. I went back twice since I've moved to the US. Not necessarily voluntarily, but this trip was voluntary. And, well, first of all, we went on American Airlines.
Girl, they can bring in the ugly ass, the broken asses.
I'm about to talk shit about American Airlines. But American Airlines, if you ever want to sponsor your girl, you know, I'm here.
Oh, yes.
But they take the oldest, shittiest plane to these like smaller countries. I don't know if you
remember when we took off from JFK, the rattle and the shuffle, baby?
No, I didn't. I was already asleep.
Oh, really? Girl, this shit was rattling and shuttling. You know what I'm saying? Like, is the wheels gonna fall off?
It is the oldest plane, the oldest seats. And what's so funny, American Airlines actually has a really great first class. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, they do the pods. You guys have probably seen the pods on
Wait, those are for domestic flights.
The first class on American Airlines to Guyana is garbage. And
it's like an economy plus with 2 inches of like room.
It's an economy plus. And the funny thing is, the separation between the first class and economy is like just a curtain.
A fishnet stuff.
And the curtain is a net. Like, it's not, there's no real separation. The curtain is a net. I'm just like, why y'all need this net? Just leave it alone.
Is this just a fishnet stocking that they cut in half and they just
literally
skin it across the little opening?
I was like, this is ridiculous.
I sat in first class.
Okay.
It was nice though. They did have good food. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they kept feeding me. I had to like push the button. Like, listen, you trying to get me fat? Look, I'm trying to go to Ghana looking skinny and snatched.
Because you know they got that muscle tax.
That's what What if you gain weight in flight?
Imagine if they weighed you before you got on commercial flights. I would die, bitch.
If they add your weight to your suitcase weight to get a total weight.
People would be upset. But hey, there'd be a lot of skinny bitches flying.
That's what I'm saying. I like to save money. $1 a pound.
And when we got to Guyana, there was a lot of traffic. More traffic than
That's what I was confused about. Like, baby, y'all got a population of 600 people.
Probably less at this point. Guyana has a very low population.
Why y'all got traffic of 700 people?
I don't know, but there was a lot of traffic.
You're not making sense, love.
And we stayed at a hotel, and it's so funny. This is the hotel we had our prom in when we were like 15, 16 years old. And I remember going to this hotel thinking, oh my gosh, this is such a fancy place.
You made it.
I've made it. And now that I could actually stay at that hotel and not think about how much it costs necessarily, I'm like, this shit is old. I'm gonna sound so fucked up for saying that.
I'm like, y'all didn't change the elevators last time I was here?
The showers.
Y'all didn't change the chandeliers last time I was here?
Like, it looks decent at a glance, but when you really look at stuff, it's really old. The showers are old. My mirror in my room was
I had no hot water, love.
You didn't have a hot water?
No, you had hot water?
I showered in your room and it had hot water.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Well, maybe I just didn't know how to turn it on.
Oh, you're a third world bitch. You don't know.
I'm a developing world bitch.
you don't know.
Developing world, thank you, not third world, thank you.
You don't know. Yeah, I have hot water too.
But as soon as I landed in Ghana, I went and I got pizza. Like, I think, where were you? I think you left or something. You went to do something.
Light is obsessed with Pizza Hut.
Guys, let me tell you something. Pizza Hut was always a part of my journey as a child growing up. Every birthday I had was at Pizza Hut.
Every birthday Light would have, like Light's 16th birthday. People want to go out and drink and smoke and do shit. Light held his 16th birthday at Pizza Hut. I know that because I went to it.
Oh, you were invited? I thought you hated me in high school.
I did not like you in high school.
Oh, but bitches came for the free food, you see?
Well, why did you invite me? I was kind of surprised, but I was like, alright.
I needed more people in my friend group.
It was only like 6 people there.
It was a patting ceremony. Like.
It was only 6 people there.
6 people, exactly.
But I did enjoy the
food. If I didn't invite you, it would have been 4.
That's mean.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Also, I'm skinnier than you, so like.
Period. Muscle tags.
Oh
but yeah, overall, I think it was a really fun trip. Like, the biggest highlight for me was our birthday, and I'm so sorry.
We went to a club and had like a joint birthday, And Lai does this fucking thing. I don't know if I've talked about it before on the podcast, but I talk about it in real life all the time. Where he starts off very strongly. A lot of energy, a lot of vibes, a lot of GT vibes. And then he just crashes. Like, he drinks too much too quickly.
Well, what did we say ahead of the birthday party?
I literally, at least once a day before we had the birthday party, I was like, can you pace yourself?
No, it's not the matter of pacing. But remember we said we drink only champagne, right? Wasn't that the first package we got? The champagne? Yeah,
we drank 2 bottles of champagne.
But then your friends came and was like, oh, I drink this tequila. Oh, I drink this vodka. And then that's...
But you don't have to say yes.
Well, it was my birthday and I felt like they were my guests, so I didn't feel like you see, I have a problem saying no, love. But listen, let me explain from my perspective. Okay, I was dancing, I was shaking that thing.
You did a lot.
Oh my god, you remember when my cell phone got lost?
Yes.
Guys.
Well, I thought he lost his cell phone, but my cousin had just picked it up because it was on the table. Mm-hmm. It was just on the table. Mm-hmm. You can't just leave your phone on the table.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that would have ended the night early for me.
I would still keep going.
I know. Maybe this just wouldn't give a fuck. But I was like, oh fuck.
You got phone insurance, it's fine.
I'm like, oh fuck, now I lost my phone. Somebody got all my nudes now. It's over. So I went to the DJ and he pulled the little Apple iPhone finder.
Oh, he got an Apple phone?
That's what I'm saying.
They took it well in there.
Oh, y'all, this is the 21st century or whatever.
Period.
Anyway, he tried pinging it and obviously it pinged at the club location. And I was like, oh great, this is very specific. How about you ping to the table that it's on so I can find it, you know what I mean? The club isn't very specific. Is it in the bathroom? Is it in the trash? Is it out front by the door?
I don't know, like maybe you should have been responsible and know that.
I know, thank you. But then one of our friends had it, not your cousin.
No, my cousin had it.
Oh really?
I went up to him and Christine, and she was like, "Oh yeah, me and Kevin saw it on the table."
Oh, okay.
And because Kevin has pockets.
How drunk was I though? Anyway, so I was dancing, I was shaking it, whatever, and then all of a sudden, right? This was after like 3 types of liquor, by the way. This was probably like 12:30, 1 a.m. I felt different. I felt a churn in the stomach, so I had to sit down. I'm like, I turned to Kevin. I'm like, I have to throw up, and he took me outside. And all the peoples were looking at me. I went and I threw up in this like little ditch shit. I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. And as I threw up, I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to throw up. I didn't mean to. And then I just turned to Khadija, who was another friend of ours. And I was like, take me home, please. Like, I can't do this no more. I don't know. Did I text you and say I'm leaving?
You didn't say anything.
Shit, I'm so sorry.
No, fuck you.
But then I threw up on the way home. Yeah. And then I threw up at the hotel again. She literally had to like carry me by the shoulder into my like hotel.
So when are you gonna learn to pace yourself?
It's not a pace. You're mixing the liquors.
Like we've been out where you've had like 3 Coronas and you're like, can you drive me home because I can't drive right now?
Well, that was back then. Now I'm on.
Back then, that was like 6 months ago.
I graduated.
Oh my god. Anyways, I'm just happy you enjoyed yourself.
I did. I'm so sorry I left.
No,
I feel really bad. I still feel guilty.
You don't need to apologize to me.
Okay, I apologize to everybody else except Noah, because Noah don't need no apology.
No, because I see you all the time. I go out with you all the time. That you like, it wasn't for me. It was for like friends. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
I was like, fine, and I think you thought I was upset, but I really wasn't.
Okay.
I was like, I told this man to pace himself. That's all.
It's not upset. It was regret.
But I stayed probably until like 3 a.m. and then I left.
And then we couldn't find the you couldn't find the chauffeur.
We hired a driver to drive us around. I couldn't find him. He was at the party, but just I couldn't find him. You know what I mean? But I ended up finding a way home, so I wasn't worried.
It was fun though. It was a lot of fun. Like the DJ was on point.
The DJ was on
everyone
point.
was having a good time. I want to do it again.
In like a couple years.
In a couple years or whatever.
Yeah, so it was generally a great time. I got to see some of my family. Oh my god, we ate so much.
Girl.
I ate so much. You don't understand.
I'm surprised I didn't have diarrhea.
Oh, I did.
Like, I did not.
I still do.
You still flushing that, girl?
Yeah.
You know, the stool held up really well and like everything came off, you know, solid form. And
but like,
I'm very happy about that because I was very concerned about cholera.
Yeah. Like I'll go away on vacations, but I won't always eat the most. I knew on this trip I was gonna eat the most.
Yeah.
And I did, and Honestly, by like the day before I was leaving, I was so bloated. I looked like I had a 6-month pregnant belly. I was like,
yeah, bestie.
I
That's
was
why
like,
you eat on the plane.
I was like, I am done. And then I came back to New York and like barely ate up until now.
Of course, the last thing I had to do in Ghana was get pizza again.
Oh god.
So at the airport, right? I was looking for like the Pizza Hut. So I asked the woman, she's like, "Oh, you take the stairs up, and it's right by the gate to our flight." So your boy pull up at Pizza Hut, ask for a personal pan, whatever. I can't remember, chicken Hawaiian or some shit. She swiped my card, declined.
Embarrassing.
Declined, bestie. Declined.
Embarrassing.
Well, it wasn't that I didn't have money, but
no, I'm kidding.
the machine was.
That's God saying.
But I was like, I felt
listen.
so embarrassed. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna go on this plane.
Yeah, that's God saying, baby, go home. Stop eating and go
Right,
home.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I went and sat down in my first class seat on my flight back to Ghana.
Yes, it was a great time.
So where's the world gonna take us next?
Well, we're working on some things.
What are we working on? Maybe that's all we're doing, tripping and.
Honestly, me and Light, we've come to this conclusion that, you know, we probably won't get a house in our generation.
We won't get a house. We don't get a kids. We won't get married.
The houses are too expensive. I might still get married. The houses are way too expensive. So nobody in our generation is gonna be able to do it by ourselves if you have help, you know. Mm-hmm. So we're just gonna like travel and eat and live our lives.
Spend our money, buy jewelry.
We're just gonna spend our money.
Expensive cologne, motherfucker.
And
just
live
there to do.
And just
what am I leaving
your
this
life.
money behind for?
Who am I leaving this money for?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
My dog? I ain't even got a dog. So we're just living our lives, and you can, you know, follow along with us as we are living our single, by single I mean not married lives. You know, I don't want to get in trouble on this podcast because that man be listening. But yeah, we hope you are happy to hear from us again. We didn't leave you. We didn't abandon you.
We will be more consistent this time going forward. Until next vacation.
Until next vacation.
Which will be forewarned about, so we won't just up and leave.
Yeah. This was a little rushed. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of things happening around our birthday, though. That's why. Anyways, please like this video if you're watching on YouTube. Leave a comment. I love to see your comments. You can follow me on Instagram at Nona Lisa. There's only one of me, so you can't miss it. Lied.
Don't follow me. Don't look for me. I don't exist beyond this podcast. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.